Okay, we're back. So I did a little bit of grinding. I changed my team a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. I'll explain in a second. Unfortunately, Therion and Cyrus did level a little bit. I did remove Cyrus for a while to only level Therion, because I didn't want all of them to be highly leveled. I want to keep some of the challenge. So try to keep them not too overleveled. I was just leveling outside of here, in this area that we're passing now, and I found a nice way to level. I was actually leveling with Hanet and Tressa in my party, so their levels are quite high. Turns out, donating BP over to Therion, so Therion can just use his divine skill to wipe out all the monsters. Pretty effective strategy, makes it very quick and easy. So that's gonna be a key thing here in this episode. Anyways, I changed Therion's secondary to Hunter because the weakness, the boss has a axe and dagger weakness as well, and as well as other things. And Arrow Storm or Rain of Arrows can hit quite a few times, so I can break their shield, the boss's shield, quite often. If it hits, that is. New character in the team. Alfin replaced Olbrick because Olbrick's elemental defense is down the pooper, normally. Whilst Alfin's elemental defense, on the other hand, is ridiculously high, which means that he heals for a crap ton. Like, a lot. Additionally, he has an axe, and he has poison, and he has a rehabilitate, which deals with a lot of the status nonsense that this boss causes, and it also has first aid. He has, which is really good. Which you know is really, really good. Cyrus is same as always. I didn't really need to have Cyrus with me, but he is 49, and he can brute force some damage, but he's gonna take on more of a support role in this fight, where I just donate BP to whoever needs to be, well, strong. Also, I was thinking of trying sidestep to see if I could dodge the boss's attack. Now, this is the interesting one. Preferably, I would want to have Tressa here, because I get another donate BP, I get another sidestep, which could be really good. Also bow and arrow, but Tressa does not have enough JP to unlock Seltige's seduction, I think. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. I mean, we can check, but this. Let's see how far. Put her on Dancer. Let me check. Yeah, so that's like. I don't think this is enough. 30, 60, 100, 500, so that's about 1,000, and then there's 1,000, so 2,000, and then let's see, 100, 1,000, I think 3,000, and then 5,000. Yeah, I don't think it's enough. Might be wrong there, but I don't think it's enough. So yeah, so I prefer to have Tressa, but with the Dancer subclass or secondary, but yeah. I could have ground a little bit longer and gotten that. Maybe I should have. We'll see. If I fail again, I will do it. But we'll try it. See how it goes. Yeah, that's really it. So let's put on evasive maneuvers and get moving. Don't want to spend too much time not fighting the boss. So let's go. Therion being quite overleveled at this point, well, not quite, but a little bit, is an unfortunate consequence. I can't swap him out of my party. So yeah. But something tells me it won't be easy just because Therion is overleveled. So let me show you how I leveled mine, in case you wanna do it yourself. Just do this.
Bring it on.
Poison the toughest one. Is this guy?
I'm ready.
I didn't actually have. I had Honit here, so it really doesn't matter what we do here. Just Knightode, I guess.
Knightode, bring your shade.
Or you can be ballsy and throw out the dance. Donate BP.
I'm counting on you.
Not boosted. And I'll show you why you don't boost it. And then immediately just
Time to steal the show.
went to that. Didn't crit on the Flying Drake, but that's fine.
I'm ready.
So the reason why I don't boost the first BP is because
That'll do her.
on the following turn you can do this. And then double boost, donate BP, and give there another 3. Which means you can use it again. So you can get 2 of them in a row. Now I did pretty shit damage, but that's not the point. Actually, a better move there would have to be to use Arrow Storm with Therion to break them, and then I would have killed them with one divine skill there. But I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, let's go. Let's get to this boss. I'm really interested to see what skills I get with Runeblade. I'm gonna unlock all of them right away with the Therion, so don't worry about it. Okay, let's do this. I'm confident in this composition right here. Not a big difference, but quite a significant strategy change. That's for sure, even though it's only a couple of pieces changed. And yeah, let's go. Maybe not 100% optimized, but definitely better than the previous comp. Step forward.
Time for the main event.
Okay, the big weaknesses to look after is
Bring it on.
Shadow and Axe. That's what we want. So we start with Poison. I'm gonna boost this,
Pick your poison.
just to do some damage while I set up. Okay, I messed up. I forgot to
Out
heal.
of my way.
Fine. Okay, that's okay. I'll just attack. And Merchant, donate BP to Primrose.
I'm counting on you.
I'm ready.
And actually, unfortunately, I have to use. That's a little bit of a bummer that I messed that up, but that's okay.
Out of my way.
Could have shadowed here, but that's okay. Keep hitting with axe. That's okay. This is why we have rehabilitate.
I got just what you need.
Okay, where do we want to give? Don't let BP over to
I'm
him.
counting on you.
There's one attacking coming here, and I think I have to first aid myself, as in Primrose. I think I'll Alphen can survive. That's fine. There's a sleep,
I'm
that's
ready.
fine. Good. I'm gonna use...
With the grace of Seal Tige.
on Alphen.
Now, what next?
Therion might die, but that's kind of okay. I'm gonna boost sidestep quite high here,
That's something. I make my own fortunes.
so that I can dodge a bunch of attacks. We hope it doesn't go for...
Yes, that was close.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so sidestep works, and this is
Bring it
actually
on.
why I would want Tressa over Primrose. Is because then I have 2 sidesteps, as opposed to just 1. Okay, Long Cleric, Reflective Veil.
Right back at you.
It's not 100% sure I need it, but... Oh crap, okay, he's dead.
What's this?
Well, this kinda sucks.
Course of action.
But now that we have Reflective Veil up, we can focus on just being topped off. Massively. Did I do that? Yeah, massively.
How about this?
It's a shame he lost the buff to hit all, but... Okay, somebody's gonna die here, probably. No. Okay. Then... Heal more, boosted. And this is where his insane elemental defense comes into play. Why he's so much better than Ulbrich. That's fine, they can sleep.
An interesting dilemma.
Just keep donating.
I'm counting on you. What is the logical course of action?
Actually, I have to heal that guy.
How about this?
Just don't kill Alphen, please.
Yes, that's close.
Good. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. There's another attack coming in. Man, his attacks are annoying.
That'll do her.
That's fine.
Out of my way. I'm ready. Are you?
No, that's too much. Go.
Here goes nothing.
Apothecary, we rehabilitate Primrose.
I am ready.
Oh, also I got the Dancer passive for Alphen, so that he recovers HP. I'm not gonna boost this because
The moonlight glows.
it's not a significant amount of damage,
What is the logical course of action?
but I will do some damage.
Great inferno to the land.
It's not tremendous amounts, but it's some damage. And I'll do some damage.
Time to steal the show. Now, what next?
Okay, what's next? How do I prepare for what's coming next? I think I sidestep.
I make my own fortunes.
I am ready.
And I'm actually gonna do something weird.
Watch me now. With the grace
I'm gonna
of
give-
Seal Tige.
Alphen the AoE targeting thing.
Here we go.
And then I'm just straight up just gonna rehabilitate. Just so to give them status immunity.
Gats, that was close.
That's a lot of. So much. Why is it not weak? Why can't I use the other weaknesses though? That kind of confuses me. Not gonna lie.
Here we go.
Maybe it will change at some point. Poison.
Pick your poison.
I am ready.
Just hit, I guess. It's fine. It's just damage. Damage I can just heal up. I actually need SP here.
Now, what next?
Maybe I'll sidestep a bunch.
I make my own fortunes.
I am ready.
For this one. Maybe I should have, maybe I actually should have,
Here we go. Pick your poison.
gotten a person with an axe attack. Like an NPC with axe. That's fine. I'm just gonna do this again.
I appreciate it.
Get SP.
Here we go.
Okay, up. I think I need to heal here. I'm gonna go for the heal.
That'll do her.
There we go. I have one more turn of immunity to status. That's great.
I am ready.
I'll use the dance on the next turn, actually. I was thinking about using dance here, but I see on the following turn that he's gonna getting 2 attacks. I don't wanna. I don't want that to happen. I don't want him to target Alfin. So I'm just gonna do this and prepare for the next turn. And then just plan accordingly. I mean, react accordingly to what happens. We donate a BP to Alfin.
Out of my way.
Okay. I could break him, actually. Why risk it?
I'm ready. Are you?
But I have to hit all 4.
I am ready.
Good. Dancer.
With the grace of Seal Tige.
If I boost 2, then Therion will get to... boost 1, Therion will only get to 2, so that won't be useful at all. So I'll just shoot a normal skill at him. It's not a lot, but it's some damage.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, we're gonna get off another attack, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna poison.
Pick your poison.
Then I'll have another beep. Oh. Yeah,
I appreciate it. Really?
I'll have 3 BP.
What is the logical course of action?
Let's take advantage of this and shoot him again. I could have BP'd Therion, but he won't be able to get an attack, so... Okay, preemptively rehabilitate again to avoid status effects. Because that's eventually what's gonna kill us, if you're not careful. And a little bit of a boosted
The moonlight glows.
damage. Right now the poison is actually doing quite a bit of work.
Gats, that was
Jesus,
quite an
9.
interesting dilemma.
The BP.
I'm counting on you.
At this point we have to start hitting him rapidly with Therion. Like basically boost one turn, hit the on the same turn, I guess. Alphin. Nothing is going on, so we poison. We basically just wearing him down like
I
this.
am ready.
And yeah, save SP, I guess.
Bring it on.
Poison again. Just
Pick your
stack him.
poison.
Can I break him again next turn? Do I want to break him again next turn? That's the question.
I'm counting on you.
I'm not sure if I do. Because I won't have BP to take advantage of it. Wait, his sidestep is over? Hold on. Not good. Ooh. Somebody might die.
You'll be fine.
AI is stupid. Can get in 3 attacks, so no, not yet.
Now, what next?
Who's next? Actually, I don't have to worry about him because I can just sidestep. Just do a triple sidestep.
Make my own fortunes.
Need to go crazy. It's fine. I'll have 2 first aids coming up right away. I'll use this one on Alphin.
You'll be fine.
Here we go.
And then this boosted one on her.
That'll do her.
Keeping Primrose alive over Therion because Primrose has Vivify. Allows me to revive. Also, technically, I could... Nah, let's not do it. It's fine.
Gats, that was close.
All right.
First aid.
That'll do her.
Okay, now we're gonna focus on setting up a big attack. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna donate 1 BP here.
I'm counting on you. Gats, that was close.
Fine.
I am ready.
Okay, good. Both hits. Therion's gonna get in a big hit here. I don't really have time to buff his attack.
Time to steal the show.
And then I'm
I'm
gonna
ready.
donate... Oh no, I messed up. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, is there any buffs I wanna do maybe? Who do you want to keep alive? Primrose.
The mold.
Alphin is tanky. You can take it.
Bring it on.
Okay, 3 more turns of status immunity. So plenty of time to prepare. I am just gonna use poison.
Pick your poison.
And how many side steps does he have? He has 1 more. Okay, so we'll actually he's gonna attack twice though. We'll go for a chunky hit here. I think I actually hit him. Let's hit him. Again, it's not a lot, but... Oh wait, I should have hit him with the divine skill of... Speed and what?
Interesting dilemma.
What the hell is that thing? Speed and evasion, I'm guessing? Oh, that's fine. Okay, so light and bow. Bow is very good for me. Because I can get in multiple hits. That's actually very good. Okay, it's time to prepare for our vaccinations.
I'm counting on you.
I'm talking about the symbol over there. This is a, you know, needle.
Out of my way.
Okay, this is actually very good. Rain of arrows. Okay, so without BP, without using any BP, I hit him 3 times. Pretty good.
I'm ready. You'll be fine.
Kill him. And we're in pretty damn good shape at the moment.
Bring it on.
Anything I need to do? I am good. So we will poison.
Pick your poison.
This is another reason why I just like Alphen. There's nothing to do, he can always just poison.
Ow.
My turn.
Okay, you go for another hunter. There we go.
All right.
So in this turn I can just heal, and it's
That'll
fine.
do her.
Now, what next?
You can go for let's just go for a regular attack. It sucks that Therion has to be the one to break the guy, because then I lose that one attack to
I'm
Therion.
ready.
But what can I do? It's the safest way.
Watch me now.
I could wait. Right? Yeah, I could wait. There's no rush. I have time on the following turn to do it. Let's give
The Panther Dance.
Therion speed.
My turn.
Let's do this.
Because it deals damage proportional to your speed. So,
Time to steal the show.
What
decent
is the
hit.
logical course of action?
Okay, I was gonna do something here, right. So I don't know if I've used this on camera before or not, but
Parallel.
I think we have. Unleash a non-element attack on a single foe and receive money equal to the damage it deals. So, let's just go for it.
Felgen, bring up fortune.
5,000 in my pocket.
I am ready.
Right, now we have to prepare for upcoming attacks.
Watch me now. With the grace of seal teeth.
Give him her AoE spells. And then,
Bring it
as
on.
per usual, preemptive rehabilitation.
Alrighty. I got just
Maximum. 8 turns. Can't be affected. Feels good.
Gats,
That's
that
okay.
was close.
And sidestep is good here.
What's this?
That's okay. Actually, that's dangerous. Now I think about it, that's kind of dangerous. Okay, I need to fill up his SP soon.
An interesting
And we do
dilemma.
that by using a plum.
How about this?
EP donation has to wait.
bring it on.
I also think I just go for poison here.
Pick your
Primrose can
poison.
heal herself, so that's fine. Cyrus
I'm
is
ready.
now off sidestep, so I just have to keep that in mind for next turn. Now, do I use... Nah, I don't.
You'll be
Actually, there's an argument to boosting that to make sure I reach maximum HP. Holy crap.
Here we go.
Did he crit? Did this piece of crap crit? I think it did.
That's what I'm here for.
That's okay. Ooh, that means this guy is now off. That's okay, actually.
What next?
Yeah, that sucks. Sidestep for
Make
one.
my own fortunes.
I am ready.
I mean, as long as he's attacking Therion and keep killing Therion, that's fine.
On your feet.
Therion is just pure on damage duty right now, so... Okay. I have one more turn of AoE
Dilemma.
on Alphen, so I'm gonna use that on a massive first aid. Okay, the question is what do I want to do here? I think I want to sidestep again.
I make my own fortunes.
Just to have two. Two sidestep means I'm completely immune. Now the question is what do I want to do here? There's no point healing because Alphen is gonna heal in a moment. And poison.
Suffer
Get that going.
for me.
Just make sure that's up all the time.
Out of my way.
Going for Arrow Storm, Rain of Arrows here. She can stop that
Bring
one.
it on.
That's okay. I mean, I do lose like 12k damage like this, but that's okay.
Let's get down to work.
This is overkill, I think.
That'll do her.
Yeah, 2 is enough. Yeah, I won't get an attack in here. That sucks. Let's gauge his HP, 50%. I'm actually just gonna shackle him. I think that's worth more at this
I
point
am ready.
than like 2k or so damage. It's not that much. What do I want to do here? I don't feel like using my BP to get in some attacks, because it won't matter. So I'll just do this again.
Suffer for me.
And this is also why I'm not boosting poison. If you're
Bring
wondering
it
why I'm
on.
just not boosting poison for 1 turn and getting it to 8 or 9 turns, whatever it is, it's because I'm gonna have some of these turns in between the action here where I have nothing to do. Or at least I feel like wasting the SP is not gonna it's not gonna make any difference, so I can just sneak in some poisons there instead. Right. This is something I need to do.
I got just
Preemptive
what you need.
rehabilitation so that he's immune. That's good. So 4.
Interesting dilemma.
I also need to Reflective Veil. Just in case. We haven't seen anything to suggest this guy has any spells. But
I'm counting on you.
there's a chance he's gonna do like a big spell AoE hit once he reaches low HP. Or she. Maybe a she, I don't know. Seems like a guy, but you know. And that's why we have double sidestep on.
All right.
Okay, let's stacking some reflective veils.
Right back at you.
My turn.
Go back to just shooting. Damn. I got blind on him. That's very good. Let's just give him a big one.
I am ready.
Still have nothing to do with her. Let's give
The
him speed
Panther
boost then.
Dance.
Out of my way.
Damn it. Last hit
Bring
every
it
time.
on.
Why can't you just miss, man? Okay. Reflective Veil.
Right back at you.
Just get that going. In
I am ready.
1 turn, next turn, I'm gonna have to... You know what? Might as well summon. Didn't have to do that now, but... What the hell? Go for another one of these.
Now the Befelga, bring up fortune.
It's actually a mistake. Should have I should have boosted Therion. That's bad. That's a big mistake.
Nothing.
Big mistake. Yeah, I lost that on good damage there. It was a mistake and a half. That's okay. We'll just
I appreciate it. Really.
Now, what next?
it's nowhere near as good as it should have been, but I made several mistakes, not big ones, but some mistakes that have cost me some damage. Damage losses stacking up. But
I am ready.
I'm gonna guess that we're still in control here. I might have been one turn too late on the
With the grace of CLT.
AoE thing. Let's just hope he doesn't hit.
What's this?
Okay. Okay, good. Now we can start doing some proper damage. Because now we can break his shield as well as doing damage. Okay, you're safe. No need to boost anything at the moment, but I'll do it anyway, just to prepare. No need yet.
I'm counting on you.
Here. Out of my way.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, gotta be a little bit careful. He's doing AoEs now. Okay, I hope this first save is enough. Almost. Almost enough for Primrose, that's okay.
What is the logical course of action?
Okay. What do I want to do now? I think I just want to donate. Nah, I need to sidestep.
I make my own fortunes.
All the elements are united, it said. Okay. A little bit worried.
Watch me now.
It's actually kinda good.
All right.
Nah, I might have mistimed that. Yeah, I attacked one too many times. I should have let Alfin do... Nah, it's fine actually. Because Alfin needs to heal. Let me just check everything. Reflective Veil, Rehabilitate. Yeah,
That'll do her.
very good.
Befelga, bring up
5k hit him. Then we get a 10, 12k hit him. 10.
I am ready.
Okay. What are stats looking like right now? Poison.
Suffer for me.
Ouch.
On your feet now.
Okay, now that one-time revive is... Okay. Well, I will first aid
That'll
her.
do her.
Out of my way.
I actually think I need to shackle here. It's not near enough though for one turn, but he's gonna attack twice here. Yeah, that's... He might die. Therion, but I'm okay with that. I'm sacrificing him so he...
What is the logical course of action?
So that the boss will do less damage. I need to sidestep here.
I make my own fortune.
Cyrus is actually very important due to the BP. And yeah,
What's this?
it's kind of expected. And Primrose
Bring
is
it on.
asleep. Okay, now I have to be careful. What did I do here?
The mirror
This is what I do, I think. I think I actually need to start breaking this guy because I'm running out of time to do buffs.
Can't end like this.
Yeah. It's getting kind of nasty now, actually.
I make my own fortunes.
Here we go.
I could just use revive, but they're all just gonna die again. That's the problem.
The flame saved me.
Yeah, at 1 HP. Is there any chance in hell to break him at 8? No. He probably is not gonna use the AoE. Just go for the break here. I think I just have to gamble at this point. That's not bad, actually. That's fine. Crap, I don't have BP. You think he's gonna use a single target or an AoE? I think there is a chance he's gonna use an AoE.
How about this?
Well, that didn't really do much for Primrose.
Oh, you had me?
It's close.
Did he just miss? He just mega missed! Who has the physical defense skill? She does. Okay. Just to be sure that I hit, there's a spell. Weakness. I
Here
have
goes
2
nothing.
chances to attack him here. Please hit this. Thank God. He has a tendency to miss this guy.
Here we go.
Okay. I don't know what to prioritize. I'm also running out of... I could Vivify, get Therion up. Yeah, okay, I think I am gonna do that.
That's what I'm here for.
That's just an extra body to take the hit.
I am ready.
think first aid here.
You'll be fine.
What is the logical course of action?
And problem is I have to have status immunity on everybody, so Alfin has to get it. I just have to bank on Primrose not dying here.
That's a big idea.
It's actually... That's actually fine.
Cats.
No, it's not. If I defend... Okay, he's gonna go first. Good.
What is the
That's good.
logical course of action?
I think I have to revive. I think I'm gonna go for the heal. So I'll just revive with a small one.
How about this?
Man, we lost control of this real fast.
I am ready.
Like, real fast.
Watch me now.
And Reflective Veil isn't doing anything.
With the grace of CLT.
So having Cleric is pointless on Alfin. Should have been Dancer so you could cast physical defense. Yeah, I think we go for double first aid here.
That'll do her.
I am ready.
I also think we have to cast Rehabilitate on Alfin, just so he can survive, don't get any status nonsense, so we can then rehabilitate everyone. What the?
My turn.
What the hell was that?
My turn.
Oh crap.
Here.
All right.
It's better than nothing.
Got just what you need.
I mean, at this point we're getting one shot. I don't even know if status ailment immunity is worth it.
Big idea.
Come on, just a regular attack.
I still have so much
Crap.
to learn.
Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, that's a hard one. I feel like we almost had that. Yeah, we almost had that one. We're close though, we're close. But I think definitely 2 changes I will make. Let's listen to this first.
Alvin.
Alvin, are you crying? What? No, of course not. I just have something in my eye. Sweat, that is. My eyes got sweaty and no, I mean a bit of dust in my eyes, both of them. Alvin, there's no shame in showing your emotions. Those little ones adored you after all. You'll be a wonderful father someday, I'm sure of that. Father? Now, do look after those shells, won't you? Right. Ah, shucks, another speck of dust. Oh dear. Crybaby. So yeah. I think one change that we're going to make is thinking of I think we remove Cleric. Just give me a second. What does this say? Dodge a single physical attack. But yeah. I think we remove Cleric on Alphin. And then put in Dancer. So he can do a physical defense. Because having that on Primrose is a problem, because then I need to split her Divine spell on both. I'd rather just have Alphin be the recipient of that. I need to be way more active with Therion's debuff, attack debuff. Reduce that guy's physical attack. Because I think what's happening is that it's dealing physical attack with a status, and then the element defines the status. Because from what I remember from the first attempt, reducing it or increasing elemental defense didn't actually reduce the damage by that much. But I could be wrong. Maybe I should check it just to be sure. So anyways, let's see how close we are to this. Actually, I'll just... Yeah, we're quite a bit far away from this. What is Tressa's elemental defense? Can't be that high, right? It's actually quite high, 442. Okay. Right, well, that hurt. I thought we had that one. But it's a shame his AoE attacks were physical and not elemental. Or not spells. We were ready for spells, not ready for physical. Or physical hit, I guess. So yeah, anyways, we explore this now. Level up Tressa a little bit. And Alphin, I guess. Man, I feel we're so close. I must have misplayed at some point, lost control, and yeah, I feel like if we had kept up the poison, maybe we could have killed him.
Want a tango, huh?
What to do?
Anyway.
The winds of force are howling.
Out of my way.
Ooh, I didn't want to keep... Oh, I need to go back.
I appreciate it, really.
I don't want to be
Interesting dilemma.
Hunter secondary.
I'm counting on you.
Here we go. That'll do her.
Okay, hopefully this kills them all.
Time to steal the show. And that's that.
Not gonna be as good of XP as up there, but hey, got some content. I'm gonna check something actually, something I haven't checked until now. I wonder if changing secondary jobs changes stats. So critical is 425 at the moment. Wait, I didn't have to go back to do this? Ugh, whatever. I'm here anyways. Oh, it does change stats, okay. So by staying Hunter, my Fizz defense goes down, max HP goes down. Interesting. Well, I'll stay Hunter then. Because then I'll go pure attack. I'm an idiot. I have to walk all that way again. mean, I do lose cross slash though. Cross strike. Cross strike is a very good sword weapon. Sword attack. I feel the bow abilities are a little bit eh. I'll think about it. Hopefully we find a boss here. I feel like killing a boss. My frustration of waiting to kill the Runeblade guy needs to be taken out on something.
I appreciate it, really.
Here goes nothing.
Seriously, that axe is what this is weak to.
My turn now.
Chesto's voice acting is really good.
Now, what next?
What am I doing? Too many skills.
Let's do this.
Time to steal the show.
Easy.
And that's that.
Maybe for the next attempt I'm also gonna add some jewelry that makes me immune to sleep and unconscious. Because I would put less strain on Alphen, I guess.
My turn.
I mean, is it necessary though? Yeah, I think it is. Maybe not necessary, but it helps. Or maybe Alphen's thing is enough. I'll think about it. Because on some of the characters I do lose a lot. Like I lose a lot of crit on Therion, I lose a lot of HP and stuff on the others.
An interesting dilemma.
So it's not ideal exactly.
Here goes nothing.
But at the same time, with sidestep on both Chessa and Cyrus, maybe I don't really have to, because they'll probably be immune for a while. But then again, I don't know. I really need to think about it. I need to plan.
Time to steal the show. Don't start things you can't finish.
I think there was something up here. Yeah. Picklet. Where the? What? Okay. Back here? No.
Open for business. Here I go.
So anyways, this is a method I basically used to grind a little bit before that fight.
Here we go.
As you can see, it's fairly easy,
That'll
very
do her.
quick. So all the reviews and stuff I saw that said the game can get a little bit grindy. So far, honestly, I maybe in total been grinding for like an hour throughout my entire game time, so... I disagree. I don't think it's been that much.
Consider it your tuition.
Out of my way. Time to steal the show. Don't start things you can't finish.
I think also I might change out the 99 damage limit thing. The passive from the warrior. From Old Brick. I'm not even sure if I have the potential to reach that level of damage anyways. Or if I'll reach the cap without it. Might just be a wasted passive. So the question is, what would I have instead?
Open for business.
Here we go. The miracle of health.
Let's do that.
Now, what next? Nothing will quiet the storm.
Let's do this. For you.
For you!
Time to steal the show. Don't start things you can't finish.
21.4k points on Therion. Somebody's ready for that Rune Lord, Rune Blade, whatever. Secondary skill. What? Well, this side quest thing. Well, this kind of sucks. Come on. Maybe the guy outside has something to do with it.
Step right up.
I appreciate it, really.
Ah, he doesn't have to do that.
All right.
Heal.
That'll do her.
Let's do this.
Sorry for spacing out for a second. I was just thinking. I'm still thinking about how to beat that boss. Wonder maybe it's not too clever to put the dancer on Alphen. Because I have to spend an entire turn just dancing on Alphen, like spending Alphen's turn to use
Time to steal
the
the
divine on himself.
show. Don't start things you can't finish.
So maybe I just put... Well, that's a tough one. That's actually tough. Maybe I don't even have Cyrus at all. Maybe the team is...
Step right up.
Cyrus? I mean Therion? With Hunter secondary? Alphen
My turn.
with I don't know yet secondary? Probably not
I appreciate it. Really.
probably not Dancer or
An interesting dilemma.
or a Merchant, but we'll see. And then Primrose and then Tressa. That seems like a little bit of a squishy team, but
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Here I go!
Because in reality, Cyrus isn't doing that much. I only had him because he was high level.
For you,
Maybe I need to put in someone more useful there.
what to do? For you,
Out of my way. What a time to steal the show. Where's the nearest tavern?
Okay. Almost level up on those. Left by an unfortunate soul. Forget this. Let's see, I think there is a dungeon here that we can do. I'm not a big fan of the fact that some of these dungeons have conditional bosses. I do enjoy evasive maneuvers is on. Oh, okay. Completely forgot. I do enjoy boss fights, so personally I prefer that each dungeon had a boss fight.
This is the beginning of your end. Out of my way.
It's okay. They seem to put some thought into the I'm guessing each of the classes have each of the like special classes, because I know there are a few. I'm gonna guess they all have a boss fight, not just the Runeblade one.
here I go!
So definitely something to look forward to. Wait, where do I? Oh, the cave is over here. See it on the map. Or so I thought. Oh, there we go. Level 45. Okay, so this is a bit more challenging. Yeah. Or at least on paper, it should be a bit more challenging. Let's see. How much money do I have now? 775. Okay. I think I can definitely buy better gear as well. For the boss fight now.
You won't feel
What
a thing.
is that? Stab it.
I appreciate it. Really.
It's actually the other. I want to stab the other one. Hey,
I still have.
what the actual heck just happened? What? Okay.
For you,
That was a little bit out of the blue.
Bring it on! That's what I'm here for.
Get it out of the blue, since they're water creatures. Right,
I appreciate it. Really.
All right.
okay. Apothecary. First aid. Actually, screw first aid. We're gonna use heal more.
The miracle of health.
here I go!
And then she can just heal herself, I guess.
time for a break.
That's not a lot.
Out of my way.
Crap. I think we just have to end this.
New time to steal the show.
Didn't even get to see
Here we
what their
go.
final weakness was.
That'll do her.
What is the logical course of action?
Put this one in. Get away. Ain't getting away. Here we go.
Much to learn.
Let's do this.
Collect.
Thank you.
Damn it.
My turn. What's yours is mine.
Nice.
All right. Try this.
Okay. I just want to try it.
Let's do this.
Come on, you can do it.
Thank you.
Damn it.
What is the logical course of action?
We're not getting out of here before somebody steals money from this asshole. Actually, I might die here.
Here goes
Alright,
nothing.
very good.
Let's get the miracle of health.
An interesting dilemma.
You try.
Consider it.
3,000. Nice. That's actually nice.
What to do?
My turn.
Not gonna deal too much damage to it
Let's do
because
Here goes nothing.
I want to hit it with this
Dilemma.
for money.
Felgen, bring up points.
Oh, I only had 290 life
Should
left.
have
Damn it.
studied harder.
Bummer. That's better than nothing. Okay.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Easy again?
My turn now. For you.
Oh shit, I should have boosted that. That's my bad. If Tressa goes before, or whatever, whoever is boosting goes before Therion, you need to double. You need to boost the donation to get Therion up
Here we
to
go.
3 BP on the first. On the first turn.
Is that better?
That was a slight mistake.
Out of my way. Our time to steal the show. And that's that.
Nice. Okay, so what is this looking like right now? A little bit more. I need to decide where the hell I'm going. Because right now I'm just
You won't feel
walking
a thing.
around.
My turn.
Okay, let's see. I think those crabs will die. So I'm just gonna poke this big one. Oh, that's a lot of attacks coming in.
What's this?
My turn now.
That's okay.
For you.
For you!
Here we go. I got just what you need.
Your time to steal
See?
the show.
Yes, crabs are dead.
Here I go.
Let's send BP over to Cyrus so he can actually get some money out of that attack.
The Felgen, Bring up fortune.
Nice.
Thus
Stealing is
ends
better,
your
but-
lesson.
I need to min-max that. I have a lot of money. So definitely buying new gear is also... Oh, for
I've
crying
done
out
my
loud.
research.
Buying new gear is also going to be critical before we head into the next attempt. Specifically defensive gear.
Try this.
I need to figure out if he's mainly dealing physical or elemental damage though.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Because his spells did say elemental things, but it just felt like it was physical.
What to do?
But I will check all of this.
For you.
Come back to you.
Here we go.
Cleric secondary is very useful in like open world stuff. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll keep Cleric
Time
on
to steal the show.
Alphen for the boss fight. The emergency
that's
heal
that.
more could prove handy. Did I save? No, I didn't.
Ready or not, here I come.
Out of my way.
My turn these encounters off. Ah, no, I can't. I have to level. Get level, get JP, etc.
All right. The miracle of health.
What is the logical course of action?
Logical course of action? Electrocute.
Quiet the storm.
My turn now. For you.
An interesting dilemma.
Let's collect.
Consider it your tuition.
Therion just steal. I mean, Cyrus just steals the money, and it's like a tuition fee.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Right. Yet another instance of nothing. That sucks.
You won't feel a thing.
Out of my way.
I'm sure there is some quest where all of this is related to, but it kinda sucks, man.
Now, what next?
Exploring is a little bit penalized. Well, you're not penalized, but you know, you're not really rewarded either.
What's this?
All right.
That's fine.
This calls for certain.
My turn now. For you.
Do I even have time for anything else? I can explore a little bit. I probably won't be
Out of my
starting
way.
anything big after this.
Time to steal
Actually,
the show.
we'll see. Depends on how long it's gonna take to get the rest of the chests in the area.
Here we go. The miracle of health.
What to do? For you.
Shoot him with the money laser.
Logical course of action. Befelga, bring up fortune. Thus ends your lesson.
Cool. I think if we bring Tressa up to level 35, I mean 45, I think we should be good. Alpha Infidel be 48-ish, somewhere in the ballpark.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
My turn.
And who knows what Therion and Cyrus will do. What can you do? Oh wait, but if I'm using... I need to think about it, because I really need to think about it, because if I'm gonna drop Cyrus
For you.
and bring in Primrose, I really need to level Primrose as well.
Now, what next? Nothing will quiet the storm.
Here we go. That'll do her.
That's a hard hit, Jesus.
I appreciate it.
Oh, that's a big mistake. I used the wrong skill. That's okay.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
You might die here.
Here we go.
That was a mistake. That was not supposed to be Steel SP, that was supposed to be the Divine skill.
My turn now.
You'll just do it again.
For you.
Alright, time to steal the show.
There we go.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Nice. Let's see. How the hell do we get to all of this? Grape. Purple chest we definitely can't miss. That's the Gucci stuff.
I appreciate it. Really.
Here goes nothing.
Let's just heal.
That'll do her.
What is the logical course of action?
What is the logical course of action? Logical course of action is donate to him.
I'm counting on you.
My turn now.
And donate to Cyrus.
For you.
Do you know what would be fun? Using the dance thing on somebody with donate BP and then
Don't start
donating
things you
a
can't
full
finish.
charge of BP to everybody. But that would have to be like a very planned turn, so you take full advantage of the PP. Where the hell is this the way out?
I've done my research on you.
My turn now. For you.
What is the logical course of action?
Okay, let's go.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
All right.
Just heal.
That'll do her.
What to do?
I'm gonna donate BP to Cyrus in
For
case
you.
somebody survives.
Out of my way. Time to steal the show.
There we go.
And that's that.
So I think for the next episode, what I'm gonna do is gonna do a little bit more like Justice Breaker. What is a Justice Breaker, you say? Sounds pretty good. It sounds like a weapon. Or am I just being a dumbass? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Lots of speed, but not a lot of anything else. I don't think that evasion is very good, so I definitely need to get a better dagger. Okay, so where do you want to explore on the next one? Could explore what's down here. Could explore what's up here. There's definitely a lot up here. Kind of been to all of this, right? Something here and path here. Also something up here. It's like 3 areas. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 or 8 areas that need to be explored. I know I could do the stories, but I kind of really want to prepare to beat this boss. I really want to kill this guy. The Rune Blade. I don't want to delay it. So... actually, who knows? Maybe I'll grind enough for until the next episode to do the boss fight. But before we do that, let's check what the weapon store has for sale. Nothing. What's the most recent high-level town we went to? It's Hollow? Check the weapon store here. Nah. What about here? Nope. No daggers. Okay, checking one more town. We can try this place. No, we couldn't go there, right? Well, sure, maybe. No. Oh, goddamn. Nobody sells daggers? Alright. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Unfortunately, not the outcome. At least I was rooting for. I don't know what you were rooting for. So yeah. But I'll make it happen in the next one. For sure. So yeah. I'll just quickly check what kind of damage the boss is dealing, and then yeah, I'll prepare a team for it, a party for it, and then in next episode, hopefully in next episode, I will try it again. So yeah, see you then. Bye.